So it's a nice day. I thought I'd go out for a little ride, maybe go and have a look at some shiny motorbike stuff. I used the bike literally the other day, wasn't expecting any issues, but instead she's deciding not to play ball. So battery for some reason has died, so I've just got to wait 20 minutes, half an hour for there to be some charge, and then I'll thrash it up to Swindon, and hopefully there isn't actually an inherent problem and it will start again when I get there. Hi folks, good afternoon. Intended to go to Swindon today to have a look at the motorcycle mega store that's there. There used to be a big shop called George White's there that sold all the bikes, and the Honda opposite Blade, and now they're around the corner. So but there's a motorcycle warehouse with lots of cool bits and pieces in there. Not a fantastic start to this ride. Was literally on this bike the other day with no issues, and I jumped on it and it was dead, no battery. So I had to stick it on charge very quickly just to get a little bit in there. I don't really know why. There's no reason for it. As I said, I went on a reasonably long run the other day. It hasn't sat for any real length of time, days. It sits sometimes without being ridden, so not quite sure why that happened. Hopefully it's not a dead battery that won't take charge. No one needs that bill a couple of months leading up before Christmas, but we'll see. So I was a little disappointed that it didn't start. Yeah, not really a good show. It's only 20 months old, so not a massive show. It's been ridden very regularly, short rides and long. There's no reason for it to not have any charge, but hey ho, it is what it is. We'll see. The triple charger, well, the charger that I bought years ago, actually does come with bits that you add on to the actual battery itself. So you literally, the little plug sticks out by the seat, and then it acts as a triple charger. What I've done is actually just put the jump lead straight onto the battery and bulk charged it from the bit of kit, because on my old bike I didn't, well, the one before my old bike, I didn't ride it with any real regularity, and so it would need trickle charging, which is totally understandable. Bikes only have small batteries. It's understandable that it would need to be trickle charged. I never installed that on this because I ride it so frequently that I didn't think it would need it. I might have to rethink that and put it on. So that's a little disappointing, but never mind. Still plenty of juice left in the day. So we are going to go to Swindon, which is not too far from where I live. I had intended on going a bit of a scenic route and stopping lots of times and taking pictures of nice views, but because of the battery situation we'll have to do that on the way back if there's time. So it might be a bit more of a robust ride out today, but that's okay. Any excuse to be on the bike is good enough for me. So you might remember from my previous video, I got my weather skills wrong. I put all the liners back in my jackets, had a light jumper on underneath, had my winter gloves and all that kind of stuff as well, and was roasting hot, and because it did actually get up to kind of 19 degrees, which I wasn't expecting. Today, however, it's 15 degrees where I am right now. I've got all the layers still in, but I've got my summer gloves, which I've seen better days. All of the touch screeny stuff isn't working anymore, it's all come away. And just a t-shirt on, so I haven't got my jeans. I have got my proper Oxford trousers on, and yeah, so far so good. We're only a few minutes in. My hands are not roasting, and I feel like a good temperature. This suit actually is the Oxford Adventure line. I don't know if it has an actual, I want to say Montreal. I'll put a link in the description, but this suit, under £500 for the whole lot, including the liners, all of the armour apart from the back plate in the jacket. But nowadays people have a preference on which back plate they use, and so manufacturers more and more we're seeing are not actually putting back plates in their jackets, because customers have their allegiances and their preferences with what back plates they use, which is fine. So I just took the back plate out of my old one, I think it's D30 or D30 armour, out of my old one and stuck it in this one, and it's great. The price point of this, as I said, under £500 for the jacket and the trousers. They've got little suspendery things on them as well, which is very flattering, and it's a laminated suit, so the water doesn't get in. There's not a waterproof membrane inside. It doesn't allow water in. So far on that, so far so good. I've ridden in pretty bad rain and been okay, been dry, which is great. The only thing I would say is that the zip that runs down the centre, the front of the jacket, the actual zip itself isn't waterproof. The way that the fabric is kind of lined up is it gives you like a little groove, and in order for it to be waterproof you have to make sure that the integrity of that groove does run all the way down, because that's obviously how the water kind of disperses. If that's kind of not been put on properly or has a kink in it, then that will seep through, and then you start getting the little Iron Man circle, which just grows and grows and grows, which is quite difficult, because obviously when you sit down it all bunches up. So you just got to make sure that that's nice and uniform all the way down when you put it on and zip it up. And so far so good. It's a really good suit, because you can spend a lot of money on clothing. So Oxford Adventure, good stuff, mint. Get some real serious glare off that screen. The new Tiger 900 and 1200, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, people of the internet, does have a larger display, and it's molded directly to the screen, so you get a lot less glare, I'm told, because I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but I can't see the speedo at all at the moment. I can't see the dash in any way. It's completely yellow. It seems crazy, but with this camera I do think I'm going to have to get another one, because it's not, it sounds silly, but just simply not knowing that it's on. Don't worry, come on in, the water's lovely. It's really annoying that there's no indicator light. I've said this before, but it is just such a crucial part, because I don't know if it's turned off, I don't know if this is working at all, I don't know if it's recording or low battery or anything. There's no indicator lights of any kind on the front of this, and that pains me. So A4 towards Hungerford, which will be on I think it's about 8 or 9 miles we'll be on this for. and then it's B4 192, which is a nice road that weaves us all the way into Swindon, and then we'll go over the magic roundabout. Some of you may know, some of you may not. It is in no way magic. It is 5 roundabouts centred around one big roundabout that goes counterclockwise. Ah, man, beautiful day. Beautiful day. So I was looking at iron butt rides this morning online and thinking about trying to get one or two of those under my belt. And the Saddle Saw, I might be wrong, this is from memory, the Saddle Saw S1000 ride is 1,000 miles in the UK, or I think it could be anywhere, or maybe just the UK. 1,000 miles in under 24 hours. And so I looked at the average speed would need to be 41 miles an hour for the entire 24 hours. Right, Swindon, B4 192. So I was like, yeah, so iron butt. I'll have a look, see if I can get myself some time in the diary to do that. Get myself a little snapshot of John O'Groats. Send it off. And see if I can get myself an iron butt sticker. Official iron butt member to have to stick on the bike somewhere here. So down there is a place called Littlecote House Hotel. It's a Tudor, the main house is a Tudor house. Henry VIII stayed there. It's a very nice posh place. It's now a hotel, but it's a very important place to me because it is where I asked Mrs. Duck to marry me. And spoiler alert, as I introduced her as Mrs. Duck, you'll know that she said yes. What a fool. Ah, actually, there's a green lane up here, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna remind myself where that is for another day, because I do want to go down it. Ah! There it is. What does that say? Yeah, it does say Byway. You can go down that. Interesting. White sign, black line. So, we are approaching the magic roundabout, and we are going to be going right. So, we're going to get into this lane. Oof, this is exciting and fun. You watch me cock it up now. So, if you look at the sign there, also I have to look at the road. Look at the sign, there are 5 roundabouts. We are going that way. There are 5 roundabouts. Treat each one like a normal roundabout. So this is a little mini roundabout here, so we treat it normal, we look both ways, there we go, we indicate. This is the central roundabout that goes the wrong way. So then we need to be over here, and we can't go over there because our exit is blocked. And then we treat this one like a normal roundabout. The lights go green, we're going to make our advance. Over we go. Lovely job. So we used 3 roundabouts there, we did. Plus the one in the middle, so technically 4, but the one in the middle, like I said, treat that like a house and a garden. Just on his phone, don't worry about it. Treat that like literally like someone's house and a garden, and you're just driving around it, so ignore the fact that it is a roundabout, and then treat the other ones like normal roundabouts, and you'll be fine. Oh, there you go, look, Motorcycle Mega Store. And then in front of that there was George White's Superbikes for many years, and I bought my very first motorcycle from George White Superbikes, and they are no more, which is a great shame. There are still motorcycle garages up here. If you follow this round, you might just be able to see them there. So I might pop in and see some shiny stuff as well there, maybe. But we'll see. It's a beautiful morning. Athena Avenue. I hope it's open. Come a long way just to for it not to be open. That would be super annoying, wouldn't it? It should be alright. Ah, there's a bike anyway, so something's open. Busy. Okay. Right, that was an informative little trip. Unfortunately, no gloves. To replace these summer gloves. I didn't quite have what I was looking for. So, I had a couple of styles, but I didn't like the ones that I saw, and the ones that I did, it didn't have my size, which is super annoying. I also had a look at some helmets as well, because I think I'm going to be due a helmet soon. And I would like an adventure helmet with a peak and a visor. And I'm told by the young lady in there that that might be a fairly difficult request. She said MT is a brand that does that, but she can't think of another that does, so I don't know, we'll see. That was a good trip though. It's nice to have a little poke around the store, have a look at some bits and pieces. It's got an unfortunate section of biking where, annoyingly, I've got a few bits and pieces that are coming to the point where ideally you would change them. So like my helmet, ideally should be getting changed pretty soon. These summer gloves, I don't need new ones, but they're pretty ropey now, these gloves, so I ideally like to get some more. They were black completely, believe it or not, when I got them, and they're now kind of like a tan colour where the sun has bleached them, I guess. But and that's kind of it really. Other than that, it's just kind of tech bits and pieces that I want. and obviously they're super expensive as well. Things like a Cardo device on the lid, you know, so I can have music playing, connect my phone via Bluetooth for those all important calls. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. A bit of music playing. But yeah, what else do I want? Better camera. This camera up here, it's got like Apeman. Just guesswork whether it's working or not. But yeah, I want a tank bag as well. I want loads of stuff. All of the stuff. What I need is to be like sponsored by like a gadget company, a motorcycle brand, preferably Triumph because I ride a Triumph, and like a tech company, and just shower me with gifts. So Cardo would be like, oh, here you go, Mr. Duck. Have a pack talk. Oh, thanks very much. Insta360 would go, oh, try our latest 360 camera. Oh, brilliant, thank you, I will. Drone company. Here you go, have a drone. I know nothing about drones, but insert fancy drone name here. And then GoPro would be like, wow, if you're going to have Insta360, then you should definitely also have a GoPro. Alright, lovely, I'll take a GoPro. Have a little look. Can't hurt, can it? It definitely says Byway, doesn't it? Byway, open to all traffic. There you go. Adjustment complete. Right. Snap and Ridgeway. Let's go that way. This might come out. Whoa, stand up. This might come out somewhere that's going to be useful for us. Or it might not. Who knows? Hold on. That needs to keep off. I think it just needs to keep off the actual logs. I think we'll be alright. might be a little too muddy for my road tyres soon enough. But we will see. That'll do for today. Grip the tank with your knees, keep your hands loose, strap the body loose, and look ahead. That's what all the videos say anyway. This will probably be a little bit easier, good looking, but it's actually very slidey. I think it'd be a little easier when it's dry and less. You know, I forgot about that master vlog. It's kind of quite slidey. This bit's not so bad. It's quite slidey back there. It is a byway, open to all traffic, and when I have more time, and it doesn't matter if I get stuck or drop the bike or whatever, I will come back and look to conquer this byway. As it does appear like it could be quite fun. Ah, there we go. So that is a doable pass, byway, whatever. Not pass. Get ahead of yourself there, duck. That is a doable byway, I think, with more time. Got some muddy water in there. With more time, so it doesn't matter if you drop the bike or get stuck. You've got time to figure it out, etc. Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Pigeon. Back of the lamb. Ah, beautiful. You can see the front of the line though, so we will do that. Slow. Come on. Beautiful. That's our little trip coming to an end, folks. It's been real, a little bit muddy, a little bit slidey, looked at some shiny stuff. Been a pretty typical quick ride out on a bike. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe and like. Tell your